Do you ever get one of those tanks that are just cursed and you can't get anywhere near what type of win rate you'd expect? That's the Skorpion G for me. I've got 1 mark of excellence in this tank and a 55% win rate, and I have to grind it anyways. I want to get the Progetto. I think that's one of the most underrepresented tanks right now in the World of Tanks YouTuber community, and so I wanted to get this tank because I think it's one of the better tier 10s, and, well, I need credits, and I need to increase my win rate in the Skorpion G. So we're going to be playing our cursed tank for today. I hope you enjoy. This is a map that a lot of people struggle on in tank destroyers. I'm just going to yeet myself over to C2, and we're going to try to put a side shot into a KV2 without getting snapshotted, because their KV2 is probably not going to snipe from base. Those are tanks I can take advantage of in the 2 line, and, well, are we going to win? Probably not. They've got a defender and we don't. So what's going to happen here is we're probably going to lose the northern side of the map. They're going to push through, and we're going to have to run away and just kind of play the camo sniping game and hope we don't get hit by these guys as we're defending our base. Now my mission is to get a kill without receiving any damage. What the hell? That's going to be hard. That's like the most campy of missions. That's like saying stay in base all game and then kill Artie, because that's what you could do. Okay, so I'm taking the short route. This is actually really stupid. I'll probably get shot once or twice, but I will get here faster because of it. So it doesn't look like I'm spotted crossing. That's really lucky. It means they didn't really have, well, they don't have a scout on the enemy team. So that's why I didn't get spotted right there, and that's why, I guess, why that worked. I should have checked, but I didn't. And we can, this is going to be rough because the tank's so slow to reverse. Here's what I'll do. I'll look for a shot on a Cromwell or something right here, like a Type 58. And what I have to do is I have to watch the map. So to my left, I'm watching A2 right now, and then watching this with my peripheral vision, if that makes sense. If something gets spotted to my left, I'll know, but I can just put a shot into the Progetto. That's the mission gone, but it's such a good trade that I just made. This guy's focusing me down. Cunt. He's getting YOLO'd by a 50T, and he goes for me instead. But it is what it is. That guy's going to get clicked. And so by now, heavies are going to be driving into position. So I'm going to sort of give myself gun depression. And we're just going to prepare for this because there you go, defender's there. So defender's not crossing, camping this angle is useless, but what's happening is this guy has gone onto this ridge, and that's going to be him dying. All right, let's push in. So they've got, let's go push into the KV2s. This is good. This is such a smart play. Oh my god. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get right up close to the KV2s. I can't think of anything better to do right now. And we'll let the defender shoot. I think the back KV2's loaded. Maybe not. I'd rather shoot at the defender, who's an actual threat to our team. Get the kill. That's good. Now, look at their team. They've still got a bunch of tier 8s. And if we push in and die, that's not going to be good. So not going to drive around this corner, because that's how you get clicked. And there's a KV2 there. What I should do is, I could flank the S tier V. So you can drive down this, but tank destroyers will spot you. So maybe what I'll do is we'll do this. Put a shot right here. Because if you were a tank destroyer, where would you be sitting? I'd be sitting like there. Yeah, I just hit someone. We could lose right here, and especially because we've got these guys so far back, so it's very easy to push into this type of situation and throw the game. But you need to balance that with, like, knowing you need a lot of damage. So I'm not going to fight the Skorpion G. I have a shot on the type. Just fully aim this, basically. Good enough. Perfect. Get the kill. Now I can flank the Skorpion G. That was just free, unrisky damage right there. So we've got this guy's rear. There's no way he's expecting this. Hello. Maybe I hit this guy and just didn't do damage. If he's not noticing me, I'll just shoot the Skorpion and get the kill. And now I've got this guy's rear while I'm reloading, so that's perfect. What the hell? Okay. Good. And now there's a Jagdpanzer. That's a Hummel. I'm not going to shoot at the Hummel. It's like too low percentage of a shot. I can just hit this guy instead. He should fall back instead of trading shot for shot with me, but he doesn't. And I think I hit someone. I really want to see the HP of the unspotted IKV, who's probably up here, to be honest. Okay. Cromwell. There's the IKV. He's a one-shot. I wonder if I hit him. Do I hit the Artie or the Cromwell? Cromwell will give me more damage, but it's Artie. Let's be real. Let's kill him. He can't run away. Then we've got this bloody Cromwell. So I can shoot the Cromwell and then fight the Jagdpanzer. Like, I'm in no rush here. Okay, fuck. That's 15 damage. Not worth it. I'll get the same amount and a kill. There we go. Perfect. So that's 5 kills, first game, 3,200 damage. Hopefully that increased our probability of 2-marking this bloody thing. Hey, that was 150,000 credits. Didn't even do... Oh, I got a bonus, but I didn't do my mission. That would have been 97,000 credits otherwise. So good. I'm really happy with that one. That's 3,200 damage, 5 kills. I would say that's a great game. Let's go again, though, because it was just shooting at tier 8s. Like, I'm looking for something where, like, I actually get to experience... like the strength of this tank. I don't want the strength of Matchmaker. I want to see how good the Skorpion can actually... There we go. Tier 10. What we're going to do is we're going to start up here. That's going to give me shots on people. I should have been aiming to the left earlier. Maybe I would have gotten a better shot on the links, or maybe the links would have gone up here and, just it would have been smarter to point my gun to the left. He spots me, but I get one into him. And no one can really render me except for Artie. So there you go. We lose 500 HP to Artie. Good click to him. The next step is to try to get more than the damage we have with all the HP that we've got. So... Kronvan's not going to poke. So what's going to happen here is it's lucky the SU-101 is dead, because it means he's not going to get spotted, and he's not... I'm getting lit. That's so frustrating. I think I've got to get safe. And then what we'll do... Who's going to win this? So what's happened is, like, I've basically been forced out of my position from their scouts. They've probably got an ELC even 90, like, here. Somewhere. Who's spotting me. Now, the problem with this situation... Is there one? Well, I can take advantage of this by playing up here, I think. This position works here. So this position's smart, because I can get side shots on people like this E5 if he does what he's doing. There we go. That's one into him, and I'm going to have to fall back. Now, the problem is they've actually got decent... There you go. I think that's the guy who's lighting me. Why isn't he lit, though? Alright, well, that's on my HP gun. Hopefully I don't die to Artie right here. I can't play this. So what a lot of tank destroyer players would do after, like, running away is they'd return to this position. So if you were Artie, you could actually, normally, if I was, like, a random player, you could blind fire this bush and expect to get the kill. The thing is, in this situation, it's not smart for me to return just yet. I seriously think they've got a light tank in here. So because the only position that I feel comfortable playing with my HP and shit is, like, being prevented by a light tank, I'm gonna... Is it prevented still? This guy's probably still preventing me. There's not much I can do. I have to find another place to play. So right now, I don't see one, if that makes sense. So a lot of people will try to force plays. If they're in a situation where they don't know what to do, they'll be like, okay, I'll try this position again. And the reality is this position in front of me has failed like twice. And so for me to go back here, I don't think is intelligent. I just don't know what else to do. So not getting myself killed is definitely reasonable. Now, what's going to happen is, as this game progresses, if you were a light tank in the middle of the map, you'd imagine you'd just probably get really bored by now. I would expect this ELC even 90 would expect there to be an opening for Artie. So what I'm going to do is, probably what's happening is I'm calling this like 20 or 30 seconds before he's actually going to do it. But I'm just going to post up. I'm going to wait for the ELC even 90 to push through, because I need him out of the middle before I start playing this position anyways. And, he's probably going to go for Artie. You can see this STRV isn't watching this. This is actually really risky. I'm probably not going to be able to hit the ELC even 90. It's small enough as it is, and I do have 200 ping. But I think that guy's going to go for Artie, so we're just going to camp here. Probably what's going to happen is the second I leave to like go help the north, the ELC 90 is going to come through. That's always what happens. I always assume people are better than they are. There you go. There he is. This is what I get. I knew camping was the right play. We'll put a shot into him here. That one misses. Probably got spotted. Yeah, I don't mind getting spotted. Artie's probably focusing this down, so it doesn't really bother me. What I want to do is I'll blind fire that position in a sec. I'll watch the clock to make sure I just get unspotted before going back. We'll try to avoid Artie shells that are incoming. And what we're doing is we're setting up... That IS-7's full. They should be able to deal with that side, I think. I'm just setting up to deal with, people coming in from here. Now, I expect this ELC to be back. Did I get lit? No, I didn't. Okay, so the ELC isn't back. He might be coming up to my right to try to kill me, which wouldn't be good. There's nothing I can really do about it. We've got the Progetto up top who should ideally be watching that, and I'm just going to do my best to try to help out this STRV. So in this position here, the enemy tanks are going to be able to get all the way up to like here, because the STRV is not watching any of that. So you can see, you could sometimes get caught out because you'd be like, oh, we have an STRV there who's watching that. He wasn't watching that, and so that's why the 705 got up to where he is. Now there's a scout right here. Progetto moved from his fucking good position. We're gonna go for this guy's lower plate. Oh, good. I thought that bounced because of the angle. Okay, that was good. I needed that to go in. We're up to 1,500 damage. And this is where I would definitely consider leaving if I could. But the reality is for me to try to leave is probably going to get me killed to something. Let's see. Hello. Perfect. Okay, we at least got a shot into the AMX. So that's 2k damage. This game's not even close. Maybe what I'll do, if this guy's running, I'll return to my bush. We don't have to worry about the north just yet. It's beginning to be a problem, actually. Yeah, I have shots. Perfect. So I'm just going to try to get one more shot right here. And realistically, that charioteer is going to kill me. So, you know, that angle killed me. So I thought this was a good game, all things considered. The game wasn't even close. And you can see our team died pushing into the 9 line. So it's like, if you're going to lose this map, normally you lose it because your team pushes the 9 line. I want to play another. We're going to try to break, you know, 3k. I want to break 3k damage in a tier 10 game, if I can. I also need to buy a Chaffee, that's why I need credits, but, you know, tier 8 tank came top in the team for damage, shocker. You know, I'm just curious how many shots these guys fired. Like, he fired 4 shots, so it's not surprising that he did 1300 damage with 4 shots. 5, 2 of them penned. It is what it is. Like, the play that they made just positionally was really bad, and that's why, you know, they weren't necessarily bad players, they just put themselves in a bad spot. So let's go again. Highway. Oh my god. What am I doing? All right, let's go to the city. So there's a play there's a play that you can make on this map, going to K0, and what you want to do in K0 is you want to get there first and shoot a heavy tank that's driving down the 0 line, because on highway, you know, if you're a heavy tank and you want to play the eastern side, like near the red line, you have to drive down this fucking highway, literally, with no cover. And so, well, it's not a highway, I guess it's a road. This is the highway here, but there's like that massive opening that you can exploit if you're a fast tank trying to exploit slow tanks. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pop up to K0 and just do it as quickly as possible. I don't want to be one of the Muppets who like can't get out of the traffic in base. I think what we're going to do is I could try to turn my tank around on this side of the map, but I'm not going to. It would take too long. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to poke the front around instead of like reversing into this. And we're just going to set up our camonette. We'll get the first shot off. And then from here, what I can do is I can just watch the map while, you know, like, hello. What? Dude! Of course. I think that was, like, not the weak spot to aim for, but I wanted to hit him before he spotted me. Now, I'm dark here, and what's he going to do? He's just going to camp. So I'm not going to trade alpha with him. I think based on their team lineup, we can win the city. They've got 4 heavy tanks, and we have kind of 4 people, including myself, coming over here, and, you know, I've got 500 alpha, so I should be able to be very effective in the city. Now, what's going to happen is I'm letting the super Persian get up here. For me to poke on him, what will happen is he's just going to get safe the second he shoots me, and it's not a trade I can win. So what I need to do now is I kind of focus on these angles, and unless the super Pershing's playing here looking in here, I'm not going to engage him because it's just not worth it. So, oh fuck, we're losing the field too. So what I have to do is I just have to wait. My teammates are getting into position. I got here really early, and they're taking longer than usual to get into position. That's just being honest. Now, nothing that I can see. There we go. He's looking. That's a Tiger P. Put a quick shot into him. That's 500 damage. This is how you play this type of flank. It's like you make sure no one's looking at you, then you just shoot them for 500, and, you know, you go from there. Now, you can see the second I shoot them, both of these people camp me. And a lot of people think there's, like, skill to this type of play. The reality is just watch people's guns in third person like I am now, and once they've both shot, like, you can shoot them. There's no skill required if they're reloading. So what I need to do is I'm just going to camp this angle. You can see this guy's getting distracted. So a lot of people might poke here and just take the hit from the super Pershing. I'm not going to. Like, it's just not worth it. I want to verify that the super Pershing is reloaded too, because it looks like I'm going to need my HP towards the end of the game. And you can imagine, because this... There we go. He's looking away. And I'm just going to focus down this guy. So, took a hit from the Tiger P. That was really heads-up play from the Tiger P to push on to me. He's now a one-shot, though. There's nothing he can do about it. And what I would want to do in this situation is continually focus down this Tiger P. So, Tiger P's reversing out of this position. You can see these guys, the second they both poke, these guys are both going to fire. That's when I'll finish off the Tiger P if I can. And, well, how's the field doing? Not so great. So we need to win this game. It's really important that I maintain my HP. I'm just waiting for these guys who are full HP to just push into them so I can support them. You know, like, I think they could manage it, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to YOLO I don't want to fight these guys if these guys aren't helping. And you can see the 45 TP backed off. That's an example of not helping. And now this tiger has to try to poke on someone without armor, so... With his tiger's armor. Okay, so one tank just shot. Probably two. I didn't verify that they both reloaded, but here we go, get the kill. Now that guy's down as a... Now it's just the super Pershing. He has full HP, though. And this is what we have to do. I think we need to just focus on the city. So in this situation, if you want to win, what you have to do is you have to assume they're going to do a no... They're going to try to no-cap kill all. There's nothing... You know, like, I'm not going to go back and expect to win and, like, reset the cap and stuff. I have to try to win the city. I'm not going to go back to base. I need to try to win the city. And I just have to hope they don't cap. And that's going to give me the highest chances of winning. Now, what I might try to do here is just try to push the tempo. Fuck's sake. How did I get lit? What do I think's happening here? If I can get a shot into this VK, it will be useful. Like, they're on cap, but I'm just, like I said, I'm not. I'm going to assume it's... What is he doing? It's a bold strategy. Okay, there we go. That's one person. There's probably just going to be one tank on cap, and that's going to screw us over. Now the super Pershing's probably falling back. I'm going to try to help out this 45 TP. And you can see I've got AP for the next shell. Going to take a hit here for sure. Never mind. Okay, here's what I want to do. There's super Pershing here. This Skorpion's like busy for sure. So I've got a second. Oh, fuck, I tracked him. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to try to get out of this situation. I want to flank the super Pershing while he's busy. Hello, that's a tank. And then you can see if they get off cap, which they're not going to. It's just one guy on cap. There's always one who caps out. In this case, it's totally the right play because I could see myself bringing it back. But what I need to do now is I need to kill this guy quickly. Good, get the kill. So I'd rush that shot because there's a time limit and I need my teammates on full HP. And here, I just basically go straight back to base. I should have the speed to kind of manage it. I hope. Good. And like you can see, by winning the city, the game became... Oh, there's no way. I have to high roll this guy. And that missed. So that's my fault right there. Yes, you hit me. This guy's definitely won them the game. If the E25 just comes back, that's the right play. And you can see the guy who's on cap is definitely doing the right thing here. There's no way I can, like, bring this back. So I'm just going to aim this shot. Hope it goes in. He's got me. Oh, okay, never mind. I got lucky there. So now I've got 15 seconds to try to reset. Realistically, Artie might get me here. And yeah, so... What I did, by winning the city, I made the game closer than it was. You can imagine if I'd hit the shot on the 1375 or something, or if I'd gone back maybe 20 seconds sooner, would have worked out. We might have been able to get a reset, and that might have led to a carry. But, you know, I think I've gone back to base in those types of situations, and I've learned that just winning the side that you're on is often way better. Hopefully it's another 3k damage game. Oh, God. So the map is bad, but the matchmaking is good. They've got tier 9s and tier 8s, and that's the best type of situation for a Skorpion G, because what's going to happen here is there's no arty, and, like, the tanks are all vehicles I can pen, and they're low tiers. Like, they're not tier 10s, so it's really good. They've got enough HP for me to farm, but they're not, like, tier 10 tanks that are just impossible for my tank to actually consider beating. So what I'm going to do is I think it's really important to analyze the team lineup on this map. They've got a lot of heavies, and they also have a really good split of heavies and mediums. So what I think I want to do is this side of the map is good, but I don't like starting there. Because what will happen is if I just start here, I wait for this side to fall, and then I become useful. So what I can do instead is I can go to a position like this and get shots towards C1, and that's like a better opening play than just sitting at K6. So it's like what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go to G1, get shots off, and then rotate to K7, and that should, you know, give us a good tank destroyer game. We'll see, though. I hope the camera is getting my lemming sweater. If you want a lemming sweater, link will be in the description. I recently bought this thing, and, like, it's actually really soft. I like it a lot, so... Yeah, plug there. Let's see what happens though. T55A, so I'm never gonna have shots in this guy. What I might do is a lot of tank destroyer players are scared to play this type of angle, but if you look here, there's trees. They'll never spot me if I'm shooting at people playing this ridge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna face cover. We're gonna set my camo net up for sure, and I just kind of, you know, these light tanks aren't gonna win with their lineup. The 5041s probably come in this way. They've probably got a couple other tanks this way, and if they don't, like, I'm not dead. So that's a good thing. Now, this guy is so passive, and that's because his team is probably all back here. On this map, that seems to happen a lot, but it should be fine. Like, I think they're going to be able to be aggressive. It's not like our force is overwhelming. So what you need in tank destroyers is you need your teammates to not overwhelm the enemies, because otherwise you're just not going to get shots. And so with this Karn here, you can imagine this 55A is going to think easy kill. He's going to be very aggressive, and that's going to give me shots on him, and I'm absolutely going to be able to support this guy. So 54A1 gets spotted. There's 3 tanks over here. I'm going to try to hit as many shots as I can, but you can see with tanks like the PTA sniping, you know, this guy's not going to last a very long time, and we just have to hope for the best here. So this is a shot. This one is too. Not good, though. There's a 55. Okay, that one goes in. That's good. What's happening on this flank? So that's GS. I think what I have is one more shot, and then I need to leave. And that's because this guy here is kind of giving up the flank prematurely. I need to leave now, because this guy's going to scout me. Okay, I was on the move, but whatever. He doesn't know I've shot. I think he hasn't noticed me. You can see I got out in time, so at least I'm not dead. But unfortunately, that Karn is definitely going to die here. So this guy, I think he's got shitty DPM. Dude. Hopefully I don't get re-ammo racked here. So what do? If I just block this guy, I tried to ram him there, it didn't work. This is where you get RD'd, but there is none to prevent me from camping. Good, and that guy should get the kill. So I lost a lot of HP there, and honestly, I think it's kind of Leopard's fault for giving up this flank, but it is what it is. Now I have to get out of here, because they're going to just yeet themselves down the 1-2 line, and I'm in a rough position to deal with that. So how do I do that? Well, I think the bottom line here is I have to play the second line with my 462 HP. Like, the 2 mark is on the line, so what I need to do, definitely point the gun to the left. This guy's such a dick. Hopefully I don't get tracked by the Hawk. Oh my god. What? What is this guy doing? He's like playing Running Away Retreat Simulator 2019, brought to you by fucking Frazu in his Leopard PTA. I hate him. Alright, so we're in a falling back position. We should be able to get shots, I hope. Let's see how this works. PTA is gonna... Dude, what is the PTA... Ah! He's so bad. It's like his goal is to give up map positioning. Okay, where should I make my final stand? I think with teammates is a good idea. As far away... This guy's, like, not worth playing with. And I don't really want the game to be over yet. So I'm going to stay near the cap in case I get the opportunity to reset. Now, this guy's coming over. Put a shot into him, and I think I'm going to get snapshotted. Luckily, I don't. I'm watching the Conway because he's the next big threat. Yeah, like, you understand I'm a one-shot here, so... Where do you pen the Conway? Okay, one got off cap. And maybe I should have pushed the 9 line. Like last game, I didn't. Like last game, the decision I made was to push the effective 9 line. So, put a shot. Just gonna have to fall back here. I think going high is definitely a mistake, but I'm not getting shot at, so that's always good. Good, we get one more shot off. So that's 2,500 damage, like, right here! Why did he go there? Ah! Oh boy. Oh well, it is what it is. Hopefully we got the 2 mark. If not, we'll play another. So that was a loss, in case you didn't see it coming. Thank you, Wargaming, for letting me know in the end plates. Ended up getting my 2 marks of excellence on that, so I'm actually really happy about that. This is one of those tanks that I should have 2 marked a while ago, but, you know, never really got around to it. So our win rate went down, but we got up to the 2 marks of excellence, so I'm actually really happy with that. We're going to call the video here. I hope you enjoyed seeing me play the Skorpion G. As far as my thoughts go on this tank, I think it's like... it's one of the more consistent vehicles to play unless there's Arty. You saw in some games, like, Arty doesn't have to hit you to take away half your HP, so it can be really difficult to play, but at the same time, it's like if there's no Arty, you'll very consistently be doing what would be considered a really good result for a tier 8 vehicle. So yeah, that's the video. If you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. I'm gonna go film a Minecraft Let's Play. Oh, buy my sweaters.